Hey guys, welcome back to another review of Jirisan. After watching episode 11, I don't know anything anymore. I'm not confused on the storyline. I'm just shocked because they took a hard left turn. First, we know that Daejin was innocent and he was just doing his investigation. They confirmed it. We know it. We've been know it. But I thought in the last episode they showed the face of the culprit. Come to find out, in this episode, GooYeong suspects GooYeong. Where were the signs? Where did that come from?
Hey, what's up guys? Hey, before I begin the review, I just want to say this. Thank you so much for enjoying my videos. Don't forget to like my videos, comment down below, and overall, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you guys won't miss any new videos I upload pretty much every day.
So first, let's start with Ile and GooYeong telling GooYeong everything, and at the same time, they're proving Daejin's innocence. They did it in the last episode, they did it here too. So Daejin, he was just doing his investigation, we already know that. The reason why he has the yellow ribbons was because he was collecting them for his investigation. The same thing goes for the yogurt. And then GooYeong tells GooYeong the time that Hyunjo and her went up the snowy mountain. So we get a flashback of 2019. They're on the snowy mountain. GooYeong is trying to get a hold of Hyunjo, but nothing. Then she finds footprints on the snow and she follows it to the edge of a cliff and then she fell. Then in the next scene, we see GooYeong and Hyunjo in the cave. We've seen this scene before in a previous episode, but when GooYeong was in that cave, she caught a glimpse of the murderer, not the murderer's face, but what the murderer was wearing. Black gloves, as usual, but also the murderer was wearing a yellow Ranger jacket. And then after the 2019 flashback, GooYeong tells GooYeong there must be evidence at the Black Bridge village because she says that Hyunjo went there before the accident. Now, for a moment, I thought there was evidence at the village, but considering what we saw 4 hours earlier, I don't think so. Because what happened 4 hours ago, before they told GooYeong suspects GooYeong being the murderer. What did I miss? Now, as Ile, GooYeong, and GooYeong were heading to the Black Bridge village, GooYeong did ask GooYeong why was he up the mountain the same day that Dawon was up the mountain, and it was also the same day that Dawon was murdered. I can see where the suspicions started, but I need more than that. I mean, here's the thing. When Daejin was up the mountain, when these incidents, well, put in quotes, these incidents happened, we suspected Daejin until we got more of the story. For GooYeong, it's the same thing. I need more. Then we get another 2019 flashback. For this flashback, it's relating to the Haedong Village Volunteer Rangers and the flood. So first, Hyunjo was looking at a picture of the Haedong Village Volunteer Rangers. 3 of the rangers in that picture were the victims of the murderer, and Hyunjo even asked himself, why are those 3 together? Now, I do have a suspicion. Maybe those volunteer rangers must have done something that the murderer hated, but this was just a small little guess. And then Hyunjo found a logbook about a flood. So first, there was a group of people who were trapped in the shelter because of the flood. Among those people were 3 members of the volunteer rangers, the same 3 people who were murdered by the culprit and Daejin. Daejin and I guess a little bit more than half of the people there were able to escape, but 4 people decided to stay. It was 2 couples. The reason why they decided to stay was because one of the couples was an elderly couple and one of them was injured. So, I mean, it's up to you to decide if it was more dangerous for him to stay in the shelter or more dangerous to be walking in the flood while injured. You know what? I just answered that question. Yeah, it was more dangerous for him to walk out while there's a flood and it's pouring rain and everything is pretty much slippery. As they were trapped, a guy named Namshik was recording everything that was happening in the shelter. We later find out that Namshik is the father of Hyunsu. And for those who don't remember Hyunsu, Hyunsu was the soldier who was murdered by drinking the poison yogurt in the woods. That's his dad. And then later on in the 2019 flashback, it's just an ordinary day. And then out of nowhere, we hear the siren going off really, really loud, which makes that whole final scene so intense. Here's the thing. We don't know what happened. And I'm guessing, this is a big guess now, since first, this episode pointed fingers at GooYeong, which came out of nowhere. And considering the 2019 flashback towards the ending of this episode with that siren going off, I think it's relating to GooYeong and the volunteer rangers, even though they're on the hike with Ile, but I think it's relating to one another. But if you guys have a different opinion, please let me know in the comments. Wow, this this was a good episode. The show just keeps getting better and better. Just when you thought that, you know, you have it figured out of nowhere, they take a hard left turn and they just confuse the heck out of you. I would not suspect GooYeong to be a murderer, to be the culprit, no less. But here's the thing, the only thing that they showed us was him going up the mountain the same time that Dawon was there too. But it's the same when we saw Daejin walking around the mountain with a bag of yellow ribbons. And we suspected him, like just like that. And GooYeong is the same thing. But man, I think in the next episode, they're going to really show that he is, GooYeong, he is the culprit. And I want to know his story. Why is he doing it? It was awesome that they showed us the snowy mountain incident again. But what they need to show us next is what happened when Hyunjo left the cave. We know he got attacked. We know he was lying on the ground, well, on the snow, bloodied. But we need more details. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the episode and my review. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave it in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.